Welcome back. When we think about heading back to school, one of the supplies that is top of mind are books. BookSpring's Associate Director, Joy Diaz, is here to tell us about this local nonprofit that builds literacy skills for kids. It's so important. Joy, good morning.
Good morning. I love books, you know that.
Yeah.
And I love talking about literacy.
And how important BookSpring is. So let's remind everybody at home a little bit about the organization and what y'all do.
Absolutely. BookSpring is only 52 years old.
No big deal.
No big deal.
It's something to be around this long.
When you're a nonprofit that is 52 years old, you know that you are hitting the right mark. So BookSpring is an organization that gifts books to kids who don't have any books. And you may think, living in Austin, Texas, what do you mean? There are children who have no books. We have amazing libraries in Austin, but not all over the state. So there are places that we call book deserts, and that's where we ship books to kids. Can you imagine getting a book at your door when there is no library around you? So it's a great blessing what BookSpring does, but we not only do that. One way that we help pay for these books is that we write our own books.
And that's a relatively new thing y'all are doing.
It is a new thing, and it's an amazing thing because we write books in English and in Spanish, and they are locally written, locally made, and we can send books to kids all over the state of Texas. Isn't that amazing?
It's awesome. And you said there's a whole new slew of books that are about to come out.
Oh, girl, we have 12 that are coming out soon. In January, we're going to start our program for 6 to 8 year olds. And so, because these are mostly for 0 to 5. So it's for the little ones.
Gotcha.
But now our program for 6 to 8 year olds, we're writing 12 new books.
They're amazing. And it's amazing that you're using local talent for it, which is so cool.
Local artists, local writers.
Love it. Let's talk about how big the need is to have your own books and how that can change a child's life.
Absolutely. When you read, you can put yourself somewhere else very inexpensively.
Yeah.
You don't need to fly. You don't need to go anywhere. You can just transport yourself into that place. It ignites, we say this in BookSpring, this is our little motto, right? We ignite the love of reading, but when you ignite the love of reading, you also ignite the imagination of children. They can picture themselves somewhere else. They can picture themselves in a specific profession. They can picture themselves creating something that has never been created. And when you ask about the need, our goal is for every kid to have their own library at home that includes 20 books.
20 books.
20 books.
And the difference between having no books to 20 books, talk to me about how that changes graduation rates, for example.
It's amazing, and I knew you were going to ask me numbers, and I should have written them on my hand.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I'll just tell you one thing, that it's changed my life. It's changed my children's lives. You know, my parents were readers. My grandparents were readers. And so when we read as a family, you're not only imparting into your child the love of books, but you are giving them security because it's that sense of belonging. It's so much more. You know, we say that our families that are in the BookSpring program, you just need to sign up on our website. That's all you need to do, bookspring.org. But families who are in our program are 3 times more likely to read together in the state of Texas. And that's amazing.
And having your own books, something that you can call your own, something that you can practice on, especially if you're a young reader, that makes you easily more literate as you're heading into, you know, kindergarten, pre-K, something like that.
Let me tell you a beautiful story. This retired teacher in Llano County just donated a beautiful amount of money so that we can send books to Llano and Mason counties.
Wonderful.
Only Llano and Mason counties. So single-handedly, she's taking on 2 counties of Texas, 2 of the 200, and you know. So what she's doing is, please send books to these kids. And she told us, she's a former bilingual teacher, and she told us, you know, it is very different to have a book that you love and then you have to return it to the library than it is to have a love that you book and you get to keep.
Yes.
And you get to read over and over.
And it gets to be yours in your home.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say dog ear the pages because we never encourage that, but something you can do, right? You own that book. Yes. All right, let's talk about what's new with y'all besides the writing of books. You have book drops happening right now.
So exciting because we do gift new books to kids, but we also gift gently used books to kids. Like, what do you do when you have a book that your child is no longer reading and it's in perfectly good shape? Well, you give it to BookSpring. Because if you give it to, if you just throw it away, or if you just give it to a place that is going to resell it, that's fine. But what we do is that we gift it directly to other kids.
For free.
And for free, so you can bring it to to our BookSpring location, or you can bring it to 4 locations. YMCAs are letting us use their parking lots.
Lovely.
How beautiful is that relationship that we have with other local nonprofits?
4 in South Austin, right?
4 in South Austin.
And just real quickly before we let you go, how can we help if we want to be a teacher that gives a generous donation?
Yes! This is what you can do. You go to bookspring.org and it tells you where to give. But you can give us your time by volunteering. You can give us your money. It will transform into books. And you can also give us your talent if you want to write books.
They're
or
always
if you
looking.
want to illustrate books.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Joy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for
Such
having
a
me.
joy to have. For more
Thank you.
information and to learn about getting involved, visit bookspring.org.